Good morning, I'm Craig DeGrelli. It's Friday, December 13th, 2024, and these are your Unbiased Updates. Big bucks from Bezos, the donation from the Amazon founder to the Trump inauguration, and what this means for the president-elect's relationship with big tech. Also, more troubling allegations of sexual assault against entertainer Sean Diddy Combs, who has come forward, and what they are claiming happened in Manhattan at a nightclub and hotels.
From the Straight Arrow News Studio, bringing the stories that matter to you from across the United States and around the world, these are today's Unbiased Updates.
This morning, another big tech company announcing a large donation to President-elect Donald Trump's inaugural fund. And this one might be a surprise to some. Amazon on Thursday night confirmed it is planning to donate $1 million to Trump's inaugural fund in another sign of tech companies working on forming a closer relationship with Donald Trump than they had during his first term in office. Its founder, Jeff Bezos, is reportedly set to visit Donald Trump at his Mar-a-Lago estate in Palm Beach, Florida next week. The Trump and Bezos relationship has been rocky in the past, with the president-elect taking issue with the reporting in the Washington Post, another one of Bezos' companies. In addition to the $1 million cash donation, various reports indicate Amazon also offered a $1 million in-kind donation to stream the inauguration on its Prime Video service. Amazon's move comes a day after Meta, the parent company of Facebook and Instagram, announced a similar donation. Its founder, Mark Zuckerberg, visited Trump at Mar-a-Lago just weeks ago. Both Zuckerberg and Bezos were among the big tech executives to congratulate Donald Trump on his election win in November. After ringing the bell at the New York Stock Exchange on Thursday, Donald Trump spoke with CNBC's Jim Cramer on the trading room floor about working alongside major tech companies and their leaders during his second administration.
Well, Mark Zuckerberg's been over to see me, and I can tell you Elon is another, and Jeff Bezos is coming up next week. And I want to get ideas from them. Look, we want them to do well. We want everybody, and we want great jobs, fantastic salaries. We want people to love, and, you know, when they wake up in the morning, like, get up, and I love to go to work. I want to go to work. We want people working, and we want them working for a lot of money.
Despite their strained history, Bezos in recent weeks has changed his tone when it comes to the president-elect. Last week during a New York Times conference, he said Trump is, quote, calmer than he was the first time and more confident, more settled. A new report released by the Justice Department Inspector General Thursday found no federal agents were directly involved in the January 6, 2021 attack on the U.S. Capitol. The long-awaited report found no evidence undercover FBI employees were among the thousands of Trump supporters who stormed the building. But there is controversy this morning, as the report also found 26 confidential informants for the FBI were among the crowd that day, but only 3 were assigned by the FBI to attend the rally, with the others attending on their own. The report says none of them were directed by the Bureau to break the law or encourage others to commit illegal acts. One of the confidential human sources assigned by the FBI to be there was among 4 sources in total who entered the Capitol building that day, while the 2 other assigned by the FBI entered the restricted area around the Capitol. Republican Congressman Jim Jordan told Fox News, quote, the FBI had encouraged and tasked confidential human sources to be at the Capitol that day. 4 entered the Capitol and weren't charged, which is not the same treatment that other Americans received, end quote. The report did say the Bureau should have done a better job communicating with field offices nationwide before Congress met that day to certify the 2020 election results. New York City's Democratic Mayor Eric Adams met with President-elect Donald Trump's incoming border czar, Tom Homan, on Thursday. Trump made immigration enforcement a centerpiece of his 2024 presidential campaign, vowing mass deportations. New York is the country's largest sanctuary city and has laws in place limiting how local agencies cooperate with federal deportation efforts. While the sanctuary city status is determined by the city council, not the mayor, Adams has said he supports a bill to roll back parts of the city's sanctuary policies.
We're going to protect the rights of immigrants in the city that are hardworking, giving back to the city in a real way. We're not going to be a safe haven for those who commit repeated violent crimes against innocent migrants, immigrants, and longstanding New Yorkers. We're going to tell those who are here, who are law-abiding, to continue to utilize the services that are open to the city, the services that they have a right to utilize, educating their children, health care, public protection, and the things that we have long been proudful in doing so. But we will not be a safe haven for those who commit violent acts.
After the meeting with Adams, Holman sat down for an interview with TV personality Dr. Phil. Holman said he believes the things he and Adams discussed, quote, may save lives.
This isn't going to be neighborhood sweeps and military vehicles going through the city. I told him, President Trump and myself have committed that this is going to be a targeted enforcement operation. And right out of the gate, we're talking about public safety threats and national security threats. I'm not asking them to be an immigration officer. I'm not asking NYPD to be immigration officers. I want them to be cops that work with cops to take public safety threats off the streets of New York, make New York safer. Migrant crime sky high here. He gets that.
Just days after winning the election, Donald Trump tapped Holman to serve as border czar. Holman is a former acting director of U.S. Immigration and Customs Enforcement and a proponent of tough border policies, such as rounding up and deporting migrants who are in the country illegally and have committed crimes. Now to the latest in the Middle East. More than 1 million people have been displaced since the fall of the Assad regime in Syria less than a week ago. That's according to the United Nations. It's also reporting food shortages are now widespread in Aleppo, Syria's second largest city. This weekend, Jordan will host a summit including foreign ministers from Western and Arab nations to discuss ways to support a smooth transition of power after rebels ousted the country's longtime leader in a coup last Sunday. It also comes as the UN chief is voicing concerns over the country's sovereignty after Israel launched hundreds of airstrikes and deployed ground troops in Syria. Israeli officials claim they're trying to prevent arms from falling into the wrong hands by destroying military installations and weapon sites. Meantime, a man from Missouri reported missing in Hungary has been found in Syria. 29-year-old missionary Travis Timmerman reportedly was walking the streets of Damascus barefoot yesterday after being held in a prison there for several months. Straight Arrow News reporter Kara Rucker has a full report on what he had to say on SAN.com. Now to the latest accusations against hip-hop mogul Sean Diddy Combs. 3 men are accusing Combs of drugging and raping them during incidents that took place between 2019 and 2022 at a nightclub and ritzy New York hotels, with one of the men identified as a former employee of Combs. Their lawyer, who filed the anonymous lawsuits Thursday night, said Combs used his power and wealth to take advantage of them. The men are seeking a jury trial and unspecified damages. In a statement, Combs' attorney said the claims are full of lies. Combs has pleaded not guilty to federal charges of racketeering and sex trafficking. He remains in federal prison in Brooklyn after being denied bail. Finally this morning, stargazers, it's that time of year again to look up for the Geminid meteor shower. The annual December display will light up the night sky as it peaks this weekend. Unlike most meteor showers, which originate from comets, the Geminids come from an asteroid. NASA says the Geminid is considered one of the best opportunities for young viewers since it starts around 9 or 10 p.m. To best view the meteor shower, you should find a dark spot and leave the binoculars at home. Who knew, right? Just watch it with the naked eye. NASA does say it may take around 30 minutes for your eyes to adjust to the dark before you can see the shower, but the show will last hours and you will have plenty of time to catch a glimpse. Pretty neat. Those are your unbiased updates for this Friday. We hope you have a fabulous weekend. We'll count on seeing you back here on Monday. For all of us here at Straight Arrow News, I'm Craig DeGrelli. Have a fantastic Friday.